What's going on, guys? I had to take a sip of water there. Still feeling kind of sick, but I'm bringing you guys my final Battlefield beta gameplay. And this is on the PC this time, and I want to point out right away is that I recorded this in 1560, I think, by 920, which means that there are going to be some black bars on the side. The reason behind that is because I resized the window while I was recording and didn't really think about the fact that it would change the resolution. I mean, it's still an HD, but it's just kind of a goofy resolution because on PC you can kind of... I've been playing this in window mode. Seems to be a lot easier to play in window mode. I don't know why that is. I've read that in the Battlefield forums and I gave it a try, and sure enough, it was better in window mode. I don't know why that is. It's kind of weird. But anyways, this is a first base defense, and I know you guys are probably tired of seeing the same old beta, and this will be my final beta video, and we're going to talk about PC versus Xbox here in a minute, and we're going to talk a little bit about what you guys should expect in Battlefield, considering that I've played Caspian Border now, and I'm going to give you guys some insight on how I think that this beta misrepresents the final product here. But first of all, this is PC, obviously. We've already discussed that, and most of the games I've played in this beta have been on Xbox. I put about 5 hours into the PC and about probably triple that into the console. And I know it's like, oh my god, that's a lot of time for a beta. But, you know, I was trying to get a feel for the game because I'm really big into Battlefield. Like, I played a lot of Battlefield 2 back in the day. And, you know, I always get urges to put that game back in even. So I was making sure I had a good feel for it. And honestly, there's not that much difference between the two versions. Here's the major differences between the PC and the Xbox or PS3. I haven't actually played the PS3, but I'm going to assume that it plays the same as the Xbox. Graphics are better on PC. It plays a little bit smoother on PC. The players are better on PC. Okay, that being said, if you can remove those from the equation, I mean, if you're not a graphics like snob, you're gonna have just as fun time on the console. I personally think it runs just fine on the console. It feels a little bit more clunky, but that's because you're using the controller versus the mouse, which is a little bit more precise. I do like the fact that you can pick where you want to play in a server. I mean, obviously that's a PC feature always, especially if you have dedicated servers. Other than that, I would say that there's not many differences at all. So if you're on the fence about getting this game for console, if you're, let's say you have a PC capable of running this, and you've heard that you should only get it on PC, but you don't like gaming on PC, get it on the console. You're not going to regret it. That being said, I mean, it really doesn't matter what you end up getting this game in. PC has 4 extra players aside, and I think the final release will probably have like huge, you know, 64 or 64 lobbies or something ridiculous like that. You always get those kind of servers, but I mean, for the most part, you're going to have the same experience on both sides of the ball. That being said, I don't really know which version I'll get. Most of my friends are on console. I'm really leaning towards the PC, but I mean, because I don't want to do a double whammy and have to get it for both platforms. So we'll see. When the time comes closer, I might end up getting it on console. But other than that, there's not really that many differences. I know a lot of PC gurus out there are probably going to be like, oh my god, I can't believe he's saying this. But I mean, it's the truth. You got to imagine coming from the perspective of the majority of the players that are going to be watching this are console owners. So I mean, it's not really that big of a deal if somebody wants to play a game on a console. Never really gotten why people are so elitist in terms of PC gaming. I mean, yeah, I'm going to admit it's a better game on the PC, but your experience isn't going to be that detriment. You know, the negatives aren't going to be that detrimental that you're going to have such a horrible experience on the console. I've enjoyed playing it on the console. I mean, I have more mastery of the control on console just because it's a little easier to master a console game than it is a PC game. But other than that, I don't want to get too deep into that. I don't want to start some sort of flame war. I just wanted to point out that that's really the only differences are basically going to be frame rate and the graphics. I mean, you're still going to have your normal Battlefield experience in the long run. But beta-wise, I did say this is going to be my last beta video. That's because everybody's putting out beta videos, you know, just out the butt. There's just beta. And I figured you guys are getting tired of this. So unless you guys tell me otherwise, I figured that this would be the last one on that I'd bring you guys unless I get something amazing like a 9-man spray or something crazy like that. But I wanted to point out one thing for you guys is that I've played Caspian Border at this point, and I've watched a lot of Caspian Border gameplay. And a lot of people were worried that this beta, you know, it's pretty crappy. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, compared to what Battlefield's supposed to be, this is not technically what it's going to feel like. This is a very close quarters map. There's no vehicles. It's a very, I don't know, campy map. I mean, Battlefield in general is a campy game, but far as like, ooh, get on, son. Far as it being like the final product, it's this map will be in the game, but I don't think that the other maps will play like this at all, because this is infantry only, and infantry only maps have always played kind of weird in Battlefield. So I think you guys are going to get a really different feel when the game comes out. I think a lot of people will be a lot more happy with it, because I played Caspian Border before they hid the servers. I played it for a little while. I was never able to get in a jet though, because there's always people that like sit by the jets and just wait. If you're one of those people, I'm shaking my finger at you, but because thanks to them I didn't get to play in them. But yeah, I played it on ultra settings on like 1080, and it just played so smooth. It just looked so nice, and it was just such a huge map. It just is. It's an experience that's going to be a lot different than what you're used to in a first-person shooter. I'll tell you that. It's kind of breathtaking when you play Caspian Border for the first time, because it's just such a detailed map. But I think that the experience that we get from Battlefield is going to be much different than what many of you guys have hated on in the beta. So if you didn't like the beta and you think that you shouldn't get the game now, do not let the beta influence you. I promise you, if you're a Battlefield fan, it's going to feel like you want it to feel. It's going to feel pretty amazing. I will be definitely getting it. Hopefully the game has some longevity, but that remains to be seen, I guess. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this. This is just a quick first base defense. It's probably the best spot to defend in this map. And hope you guys enjoyed it. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.